which is the best app builder so that you can transfer your apps from SeattleCloud so that they keep working after the shutdown of the company? Well, you have some options. Okay, so I guess you've heard about some app builders like Good Barber or Apps Rentables, Siberian CMS. Okay, the thing is that most of these solutions are telling you that, okay, you will be able to take your apps from SeattleCloud, create a new app in our platform from scratch, and then sign it with the same certificate that you had on SeattleCloud, so that you will be able to upload your new APK to Google Play. Okay, but in those cases, you need to start your app from scratch. Okay, not in all of them, but in most of them. Okay, and then they are also, I think most of them are really expensive because you are going to pay per app. And yeah, and the pricing per app is quite expensive from my point of view. Okay, so well, there are two options out there. I always talk about these two options, and in this case, in the case of SeattleCloud transferring apps, the thing is that these two options will let you keep your exact app from SeattleCloud. Okay, so you don't need to start from scratch. You will be able to take your app's backup, and then import it, and in some minutes your apps will be running again on Google Play with the new version. Okay, so yeah, the thing is that in this channel I've been talking about migrating to MovingCube and migrating to Codozer. Okay, I think I did only one video or two videos for MovingCube, and then I'm doing more for Codozer. Okay, so yeah, people are getting confused. They think that they should pick Codozer because I am creating more videos. Okay, but that's not true. Okay, some people are asking me, should I take MovingCube or should I take Codozer? Okay, so in this video I want to make some things clear, okay, so that you decide which solution is best for you, because there's no one best solution. Okay, it depends on the type of developer you are, on how many apps you have, and how are your apps, which type of apps are you developing. Okay, so well, let's start with MovingCube. Well, MovingCube is a super popular app builder. It was a pioneer. It started in 2008, so it was probably the first one in the market for creating apps for mobile devices. And well, they have a super large experience. Okay, and well, they're one of the easy to use app builders. Okay, so it's one of the typical drag and drop app builders. Okay, so in case you want to make things easy and fast, probably MovingCube is the best way for you. Okay, because it's for everyone can use it. It's super simple. Well, but you also need to consider the type of apps you're doing. Okay, because the thing, I'm not sure if you know that SeattleCloud apps are not native. They used to say that with SeattleCloud you can build native apps, but that was not true. The thing is that SeattleCloud was just one native wrapper, okay, and then all the content for your app was web-based. Okay, so they had like an embedded website inside this native wrapper. Okay, so if you download the backup from SeattleCloud and you unzip it, you will see that it's all web content. Okay, but well, there were some functionalities like the notepad or favorites, QR scanner, some others. They also have this native audio player. Okay, so what for some functionalities they were web-based, but in those functionalities they needed to use some part of this native wrapper. Okay, so when you export this backup, those functionalities are not inside your backup. Okay, so if you take this backup and you try to import it to MovingCube in 1 minute, then those functionalities won't work. Okay, so in that case, you need to first think about the type of functionalities that you have on SeattleCloud. Okay, so if you are creating apps like collections of jokes or cooking recipes, or if you are creating apps for giving information, then MovingCube for sure is going to be your tool. Okay, and especially if you have a lot of apps. Okay, so you have 20 apps, 50 apps, 100 apps created with SeattleCloud. All of the other app builders are going to be super expensive for you, but for MovingCube you're going to have a flat rate. Okay, and MovingCube they don't count the number of apps you have. Okay, so if you have more than 20, MovingCube is going to be super cheap for you comparing to other app builders. Okay, so yeah, that's MovingCube. So if you have a lot of apps and they are like informative apps, so they provide information, and then you don't want to make things complicated, you just want to take your backup, upload it, and have your app done, then MovingCube is for you, is the best option for you. Okay, and on the other side we have Coducer. So, well, Coducer is it's a new platform for creating software. Okay, now it's only compatible for Android devices. I think by the end of February, it will be available also for iOS. Okay, and then in the future, it will allow you to create other types of software. Okay, so it's a bit more technical than MovingCube and any other app builder that you know. Okay, I mean, it's not for programmers, it's for people without programming skills, but still it's a bit technical. Okay, so if you want to master Coducer, then it will require more learning from your side. Okay, so but the thing is that on the other side is that you are going to have much more power than with any other app builder. Okay, so you are going to create 100% native apps. Okay, well, unless you decide to put web content inside, but with the native side, you will have a lot of power in the future for creating amazing apps. Okay, but the thing is that it's not as easy as MovingCube. Okay, so, well, if you have a simple app on SeattleCloud, it's going to be basically 1 minute or 2 minutes to have your app on Coducer, basically. Okay, you can check my videos. Yeah, I mean, it will not be as easy as drag and drop. You will need to do some extra things, but still it's going to be quite easy, okay? And the good thing of Coducer is that, well, in case you have apps that are not just informative, I mean, if your apps in SeattleCloud are using those native functionalities, not only web-based, okay, then Coducer is going to be probably better for you, okay? Because the thing is that on Coducer, you're going to have more power, and inside the website, if people are navigating from one page to another from your SeattleCloud app, you are going to have the control, I mean, the power to know the destination URL, okay, and you are going to be able to react. So if they go to favorites.html, for example, you can take the user out of the website and show a native screen. Okay, so if your app has a lot of those functionalities, then I would recommend to use Coducer. Okay, if you have a radio station, something like that, then Coducer will be better for you because they have a native audio player. Okay, well, if you have apps for radio stations, you can also use MovingCube. It's going to be easier for you. Okay, but the thing is that they will use the web-based audio player. Okay, so that can bring some problems when putting the app on the background, things like that. Okay, so if you have a radio station, I would use Coducer. Okay, and then finally we have the pricing. So, well, Coducer is, I mean, if you have 100 apps, then Coducer might be a bit more expensive, okay, than SeattleCloud. It will be still, I think, better price than Good Barber or some others, okay? But the thing is that on Coducer, you pay per app, okay? So if you have one app for Android, you pay $12 a month, okay? But if you have, well, if you have 3, then you pay 24. If you have 10 apps, you pay 60, okay? So the thing is that the more apps you have, the cheaper the apps are, okay, but it will still increase, okay? So if you have 25 apps, you will pay 120 per month, okay, which is still a good pricing comparing with SeattleCloud and especially Good Barber and some other platforms, okay? So yeah, basically those are the difference. Okay, so well, just for summing up, if you have a lot of apps, they are simple apps like providing information, and you don't want to make your, you have a lot of apps and you don't have too much time to do the transferring, then you should go to MovingCube. Okay, if you have less apps and they have more complex functionality, like native functionality, then you should go for Codoser. Okay, it will require more learning, okay, but results can be better in that way. Okay, so well, that's it. I hope that this video was useful for you. Okay, and if you have any questions about migrating your apps from SeattleCloud, okay, even if it's for MovingCube or Codoser, you can send an email to support@doyo.email, and that will be the faster way so we can answer you. Okay, because well, if you are going to use MovingCube and you send it to support@movingcube.com, then it will go to the same buffer as all the support emails from MovingCube. Okay, so that will be slower for you. So yes, please contact me at support@doyo.email. Okay, so the answer will be faster. Okay, so yeah, so I hope, I'm super happy if I can help you transferring your apps. So please contact us in case you have any questions. Okay, bye.